Water signs, hello my darlings, welcome to your weekly reading. I am using a brand new deck, which is the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. It's a big old deck. I've shuffled it well. I'm going to move straight into the readings for Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. They will be timestamped, so you can click on the link below in the description box to get to your reading. Just before I start, just to say thank you as ever. If you resonate with this reading, you resonate with me as a reader, for liking this video, for your wonderful comments, for those of you who have subscribed and become members of this channel, and for all of your love and support. Many of you know that I do offer a pay what you can 30-minute online reading. So I am going to, and the link of that is in the description box below too. I am going to start with Cancer. There we go. And we are going to see what wishes to come out for you. I'm going to pull a very simple 3, maybe 4 card spread of the situation, the obstacle, and Spirit's advice for the solution. So the situation I am receiving here for Cancer is the Empress, the cow. Very beautiful card. Then we're going to look at the obstacle for you as the Empress. I shall come back to these cards. Thank you, Spirit. The obstacle has actually fallen on top of that card, and we have got the Camel, the Page of Pentacles, and then the solution, please, for Cancer. Thank you. That has flown out. The Fox, the Knight of Wands. Thank you so much. Where you are right now is in a very peaceful energy. I feel you're sort of not you're slightly indulging yourself in a way, in a really good way. You're not paying heed or paying a lot of attention to other things around you that might have otherwise in the past sort of called you in. You're very happy in your space, and you mind your own business, really is what it is about. You're minding your own business, and you're actually very happy and content in that space as the cow. The cow is sacred, and the cow is to say that you are considering your space right now a very sacred space, and you're also very aware of in your life of what you are grateful for. You're taking notice of things, which is really lovely. The Empress as an energy is fantastic also, because it is to say that there is something you're chewing chewing the cud over. You're chewing an idea, a new idea over that's sort of come to the forefront of your mind, and you're chewing it over and you're thinking about it, and you're not rushing, you're not taking massive great big steps. You're sort of just mulling over about where this idea may go, where this new concept, this new idea, a beginning of something, maybe it's beginning of a new relationship, beginning of a new job, a job offer that's come in. But as the Empress, you're more than ready to receive this. You're in the right place at the right time. This is divinely timed for you, my darling, as well. And it's a great time for you to embark upon anything that you are considering as something new, something creative, which is just lovely. And this cow is in this field of poppies. So the field of sort of remembrance. So I feel like with this that you have learned from so much in the past. No wonder you are ready now to embrace your future. Your obstacle is, and you've got the camel here, it's in this space of this newness, okay, and a really good time for whatever is happening for you. There is that element of doubt. There is that element of fear. There is an element of, what if this happens? As opposed to, oh my God, how exciting a new adventure. Yes, you're going into something that's new, something you maybe haven't approached before, haven't done before, something that scares you, something where you don't know how it's going to pan out, how it's going to turn out. Yet you're more than ready to do that. You're more than ready to stretch yourself, to step into that uncharted territory. The thing about the Page of Pentacles, it is the transitionary time, and it can seem like it's a lot of it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of endeavor in order for something to get started. And Spirit is saying 1 foot at this time. It says here, quest for wisdom, abundant harvest, and conserving energy. So there is no rush with this. This is the start of something. The camel doesn't rush across the desert. It takes it slow. And so your challenge is not to rush. Same with the Empress. To be relaxed, to have fun with this, to treat this step by step. What can I achieve today? What can I achieve tomorrow? Don't get too scared by the big picture of it all, but just remember what the big picture is for you in terms of the outcome that you are desiring. And then the outcome for you, the solution for you, is this wonderful energy of the Knight of Wands, the fox. The fox is an animal to represent being a master problem solver, that there is a solution for everything. A solution for everything will be found. This is the solution card. So if you loosen your grip on how you think things ought to happen or should happen, or loosen your grip on the worry of something that might happen, and instead focus on the success of what it is that you are now mulling over and chewing over, that is you are not then putting up any resistance. It's the law of attraction. When you focus on success, not failure, you create a momentum of a solution that will come in, that will present itself like a gift to you. When you hold on, you grip onto something really, really tightly, a solution cannot be found. Remember, solution is solver in Latin, to loosen. So loosen your grip, and the solution will blend together and will be found. But it's also that you, if you look back on your past, have created solutions, so many beautiful solutions in the past. As this Knight of Wands, where is your attention going now? Remember what you've learned in the past and how you've applied it in the past. Apply that, because you don't get to be the Empress just any old day. That is a culmination of overcoming overcoming challenges and obstacles, maturing into yourself, emotionally being connected to yourself. It's a really powerful energy, the Empress. It's all four queens. It's all four sort of elements of yourself that are coming together in a very powerful way. Both your desire, your communication, your action, your drive, your emotions, all of it. So as the Empress, you don't need to see to the far reaches of your kingdom to know that this is your realm, and that it is your decision now what you choose to focus on. So as the Knight of Wands, you can focus on failure or you can focus on success. Spirit is saying you're going to have success. A solution is going to present itself. But just know that as that mastermind solution, as a sort of master problem solver, you're not going to solve the problem by worrying about it. You're going to solve the problem by loosening your grip on it, by going off and doing other things and allowing the solution to present itself. So look, they're saying walk away from Eight of Cups, walk away from perhaps your attachment to trying to work out every single step of this. The Camel, as this Page of Pentacles, is a bit of an entrepreneur sort of stepping out into the desert, but the Camel doesn't, as I said, know the exact path it's going to take. It has a rough idea of which way to traverse across the desert, but the desert's always changing. It's always shifting and changing. So Spirit is just asking you to go with the flow and shift and change accordingly to what is being presented to you, and a solution will present itself. Take it slow. Take this journey slow at this moment, my darling, and walk away from your too tight a hold, a grip on what it is you think is a problem at this time. There we are. That is for Cancer for this week. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with it, and I look forward to doing another one for you next week, my darlings. In the meantime, take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Scorpio, hello, my darlings. How are you? Let's see what wishes to come out for you with this 3 or maybe 4 card spread, but we're going to do the situation. That card has already come out, and then we're going to do the obstacle, and then we're going to do the solution for you. So the situation I am seeing is the gorilla, the 7 of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. What is the obstacle at the moment for Scorpio? We have the pufferfish, the 9 of Cups has come out for you, and the solution. Thank you, Spirit. Pufferfish. It's the pufferfish in Finding Nemo. It's pufferfishes, isn't it? Solution. Thank you for Scorpio, the blue heron. So the gorilla, the Seven of Wands, the situation, the obstacle, the pufferfish, which is the Nine of Cups, and the blue heron for the solution for you. What I'm feeling with this deck, with this card, is, and the Black Swan, the Nine of Swords. I'm feeling that you're feeling slightly ostracized from whether this is a family situation or a friends or a relationship, but you're feeling that you're separated from, that you're not part of something, and and things aren't going as easily or as in the flow as you would like them to be. So there is a certain element with this Nine of Swords of feeling alone at this time, and feeling misunderstood as well, and feeling different, and not quite understanding how to get back to sort of move something forward in a very, as you would wish to do, a very graceful, compassionate way, a very humble way as well. So that's with the Black Swan. But there has been, it's very interesting because I'm seeing the full moon here. There has been a lot of things come up during this period of time. A lot of things have emerged. A lot of things have been shown in the darkness. So with this full moon, think about what this darker period of life has shown you, about how beautiful you are as a person, how much you have emerged, how it's okay to be different, how it's okay to have different concepts and different thoughts, even if they are black thoughts about life. Those thoughts, those feelings are coming up for a reason. They're coming up to be released. They're coming up for you to understand them, for you to understand yourself as well, and for you to actually just glide through them, to not hold on to them. The Swan for me is always a card about healing, and it's a card about understanding that it takes great effort to glide gracefully through life. You don't do that with a lot of hard work that goes on underneath the surface. And this is a representation of that hard work that's been going on. And so give yourself a bit more of a pat on the back about where and how you've been doing things. It says here, mental anguish, shadow self, and time heals. So this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Thank you, universe, for showing me that this issue has already been solved for me, has already been resolved for me. If you know, you can't, where it says here mental anguish, if you overthink on something, you're never going to allow the clarity of the vision and feeling to come through, because the mind, the concept of the mind will block it. So Spirit is saying, and I think you're too heavily, although you're feeling very detached from a situation, you're too heavily involved with the Seven of Wands. It's almost like everybody has different views and different concepts and different ideas, and you're holding the space for all of it, but you kind of recognizing that you're holding this energetic space. You're kind of holding it all together. And when you understand, which you do, about energy, and that you're holding the space for perhaps a whole family issue or something that's happening at this time, you then realize how exhausted you can get in the protection and the holding of that space, because you're understanding energy and you're understanding of the impacts of other people's energy, just not on themselves, on the others, but you on them and them on you, and you understand the whole connectivity of it all. So Spirit is recognizing that there has been great courage in what you have done, and have pride. Again, you see how beautiful these animals here are. Beautiful. You have, and there's grace with the gorilla as well. And there is a gentleness with the gorilla, but there's also boundaries, isn't there? And this is to say, have your boundaries. This is where you are right now. You have courage. You're doing something from the heart. It is being recognized. You may not be aware of it yet, but there is a shift that's been happening, because this is the situation. There have been achievements, energetic achievements, rumblings, shifts in energy. Look, sit for a moment and consider what has shifted. You don't need to necessarily have it presented to you as a fait accompli, and somebody saying, oh, I understand, or oh, I see it from your point of view, or oh, you know, yes, of course, I agree wholeheartedly with you. But think about how things have shifted energetically, how people's stances have perhaps changed, or your reading of a situation is showing you something different, because the Seven of Wands is about standing up for what is right, but doing it in a way that is with kindness, with grace, with courage, not wanting to get too involved, having those boundaries, saying no, but knowing you're doing the right thing. I mean, that's it. That's the title, saying no, but knowing you're doing the right thing. And so whatever you are doing at this time, Spirit is saying, keep doing it. This gorilla is sitting still. So it is you are being an energetic presence of healthy boundaries, and whatever you're doing, my darling, keep doing it. Now, your challenge is the pufferfish, the Nine of Cups. It says here, wishes granted, satisfaction and pride. So your challenge is that you're wishing for something to happen right now. Oh my goodness, don't we all? Yes, of course we do. We all wish for something as if by magic, abracadabra, I create as I speak, for it to happen right now. But it hasn't. So therefore there is disappointment. You're sort of, it's a bit like a pufferfish blowing his lips, blowing out, and then, whoosh, okay. And pufferfish live in the water. So deep subconsciously inside of you, even though you're saying, maybe you're saying to this reading now, no, I'm happy. I understand that this may not happen overnight, but subconsciously you're feeling disappointed. And so therefore it's a representation also in your energy that things perhaps haven't changed as fast as you would want them to do. So, and Spirit is saying, don't forget that if you can be non-resistant to the present moment, if you can swim around and go with the flow of what is happening, then there will be no resistance to meet you. If you resist the situation is going to keep resisting you. If you accept the situation, you're going to allow it to, like the swan here, you're going to allow there to be a much stronger current, a much stronger movement of energy. So an understanding that there are still things that people have forgotten. Remember, we came here to remember we are a part of all there is. So there are still certain elements and lessons and perhaps deeply rooted conscious beliefs and misunderstandings that need to come up to the surface still within this situation. And with your awareness and understanding of that, then you can guide, you can help, you can hold the space, but you're not in resistance of it anymore. You're gently, lovingly holding the space for there to be a resolution in divine design for everybody, not just for yourself. But also, don't forget to have so much pride in how you are handling this situation and be very satisfied with what has happened so far. That's the Nine of Cups. Your wishes have already been granted. Your wishes have been granted. This is just the solution coming in for you. And the solution is, for this, they're saying, with the blue heron here, and there's a certain courting that's going on. So there's a certain understanding of certain ways of being. You understand everybody within this situation. You have a deep connection here. Whether this is family or friends or relationships, whatever this may be, you have an innate deep understanding. You understand the characteristics. You understand your emotional dialogue with them. You understand the nuances behind certain movements. You understand, my darling. That's what Spirit is saying. And perhaps there is just that forgetfulness within you that you do understand. You do have an insight into this. This is part of the solution. And it says here, diplomacy, peacemaking, and positive omens. So there are signs at the moment, Spirit is saying, that a solution is being presented to you. So your wishes have been granted. So rather than do a pufferfish, and again, the pufferfish is to ward off, isn't it? To ward off other fish nearby. Is that right? Please tell me in the comments why the pufferfish does that. But So, and the gorilla here as well. So keep other energies at bay, okay? Keep this space, whatever this Nine of Swords space is for you, the Seven of Wands space. Keep other energies that might have too much of a strong opinion, too much of, and it comes back to the gorilla here as well, too much of an influence. Keep them at bay, because they might be impacting on what you are beautifully holding and handling this space for at this time. It's a very delicate process. And think about the word diplomacy, about being diplomatic, and to be and look up the word diplomat as well. It is very much somebody who understands the situation, understands the characters involved, understands the nuances, understands the different levels of politeness and kindness and listening and understanding. So look up the word diplomacy and see what resonates with you. But peacemaking, you're looking, there is a solution coming in that is going to create a peaceful outcome for you. And you are already being presented with the signs, but you already are aware so much of how this is happening. So whether this is simply now, my darling, an affirmation for you. One more card, please. Thank you, Spirit, for Scorpio. The Woodpecker, the Eight of Swords. So you can keep banging away at something, all right? You can keep sort of doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you may make an imprint on that. And eventually, yes, something will happen. Or as the woodpecker, you can say, do you know what? Something's coming in. There's an opportunity that's coming in for me. Some spirit's trying to get my notice about positive signs for me at this time. It says here, self-imposed prison and new perspectives. So be open to new perspectives. Be open to some new attention, some signs, something that Spirit's trying to get your attention on, and say to Spirit, thank you for me, some new inspired idea, the Ace of Wands with the squirrel, some new inspired idea that is going to help bring closure to this, is going to help bring a conclusion to this, my darling, is going to help your wishes being granted. So there we are, angels. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, check out the summer readings. I'm hoping to get Scorpios done this weekend as well. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Pisces, hello, my darlings. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what wishes to come out for you. We're doing the situation, the obstacle, and the solution, or Spirit's guidance for you. For Pisces, thank you, Spirit. What wishes to come out for the situation? It's a big old deck. Here we go. We have got the opossum, strategy, fact-finding, and curiosity. What a lovely place to be, my darlings. Right, so then your obstacle, okay, your challenge, your obstacle. Thank you, Spirit, for Pisces. You've got the rhinoceros is the card that's come out. King of Pentacles, power, wealth, and ruthlessness. And then you've got the solution for Pisces. Thank you. It's the solution for Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. What am I saying? The frog, the Four of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. So what have we got? And the porcupine on the bottom of the deck. Quiet curiosity, story selling, and ancestral wisdom. So the porcupine, I feel there's a lot of movement here in these cards, but there's also a peaceful presence that you have at this time too. I feel with the porcupine that there is an energy about you of protectiveness, of you've kind of created a sort of energetic bristles around you at this time. So you're very much saying to those that you might consider unwelcome in your energy at this time, just stay away. You're not sort of saying it, maybe you are saying it, outright, but energetically you're saying, I need my space at this time, because you're creating something new for yourself. You've got the possum here, strategy, fact finding, and curiosity. So this is a sort of very gentle, young, curious energy in present situation, but there is a steely determination to you, and you are on a mission at this time. Now, storytelling says that you are creating something new. You're creating a new chapter in your life, and you don't want any distractions. You're very busy on this process, which is lovely. And you're pulling up from you. I feel you've got a lot of your guides around you at this time, a lot of family ancestors around you at this time, because they are assisting you in this process, because ancestral wisdom says they've been through this before in their lifetime. So they're assisting you at this time for you to navigate this current path in your life. And they're helping you just with this sort of movement forward, but also the universe is keeping away certain energies from you at this time that might just sort of stop your journey or keep you from being on this track that you're on at this time. So you're being protected. So your current situation with the opossum, strategy, fact-finding, and curiosity. So you are in your curious observation of where you are right now. You've got a quite good view of your life, not highest self, but actually you're understanding. You may be making decisions on things that is asking you to go backwards and forwards, and you're sort of thinking about, you're not quite sure, but you're not in so much of a rush to rush ahead with something. You're mulling something over, you're chewing something over, you're thinking about what is the correct way forward, something that feels comfortable for you, something that sits well with you. And this, but you're ready to leap into action. If needs be, you're ready to spontaneously leap into action, which is a wonderful approach to life. That's what life itself is. It's all spontaneous. And it's how the universe plays the game with us, how it beautifully responds with us when we respond to it spontaneously with the gifts that it gives us. So wonderful. The challenge, my darling, with the rhinoceros, this is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, my darling, is, an energy that you perhaps are not feeling of yourself, because this is the challenge, that you're not feeling successful enough to date, or you're not feeling prosperous enough to date, and you're perhaps not understanding in its entirety how amazing you are, because the King of Pentacles doesn't just come out for any old body. And so the rhino here is to say, where is that amazingly strong determination and courage and a charged through approach that you have certainly had in the past? Don't forget you have this. You know what? When you're in this energy in a natural, powerfully spontaneous way, when you're charging ahead with enthusiasm and courage and a focus on that future, nothing's going to stop you. Nothing gets in the way. Who would want to get away in the way of a rhinoceros? Nothing, nobody. So it's a beautiful movement, natural movement of energy. This is your challenge to say, do you know what? I can do this. I will do this. I am successful. I am a manifester. I am taking my ideas and through a skilled, curious, creative approach, making practical steps forward to manifest those ideas into reality. But you have to believe in yourself. You are the King of Pentacles. It's already happened. It's already there. It reminds me of the wonderful words of Anthony Hopkins. Believe, believe, believe. And if you can't quite believe, play the game of belief. Act as if it has happened. That's sheer power. Act as if you already have it. Act as if you are it. And the universe has to respond. There is no other way. It is the law. So, and then the solution with the Four of Cups is to jump off that lily pad. It says here, apathy, contemplation, and new opportunities. Enough now of thinking about the past in terms of any form of failure. Enough, that past, those 3 cups have given you so much which I know you recognize as the frog here, so much in terms of opportunities to leap from, that each of those things in the past that perhaps at one point has been for you might consider something that's sad or a failure or regret, has actually given you the leaping point from which to launch new opportunities. And you recognize this. And you can take that leap. You can take that spontaneous leap. This is the solution that's presenting itself. New opportunities to tell a new story for yourself. Because you know what the past chapters mean now. You're not just writing a new chapter that is a regurgitation of the past. Absolutely not. You're writing a new chapter now, which is brand new and exciting new chapter. And it's because you have, and you will continue to be curious, to contemplate, to reflect, to jump on opportunities as they arrive. And there are definitely new opportunities coming in for you. I'm just going to pull one card for you on those new opportunities. Thank you for Pisces. And there is the duck has come out for you, the sun card. So much growth and happiness ahead. Something, look at this little duck fellow here, so sweet. Something beautiful is coming in, is in your energy, that's going to grow fast, that you're going to take to like a duck to water. This is a new opportunity, a new way of doing things. Could be a new job, a new way of doing your work that you do, a new relationship, whatever that newness means to you, whatever the new energy, the new start means for you, my darling. And it says here triumph and bliss, and it's just this amazing kind of concept, and you're just going to be so happy and making a lot of noise about it as well, but there's a lot of growth. And then you're just, as I said, going to take to it like a duck to water. It's going to be something you're just going to go with the flow of. So that's really, really wonderful, my darling. So yes, continue to do your fact finding, continue to be curious, but get ready to take a leap. Get ready to move forward with the determination and with courage and with understanding in a slightly ferocious way about you. Nothing's going to stop you. And, you know, make those beautiful leaps of faith when you're being asked to do so, because there are new opportunities for you which are going to be successful and triumphant and have so much growth to them, and you are going to be like a duck to water. So much love to you. I hope that this helped those that have resonated with this reading, and I look forward to doing another one for you next week. In the meantime, if I haven't done your summer reading, do keep an eye out over the weekend and in the early part of next week for your summer reading. Lots of love, my darlings. Bye-bye.